Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Treasures of History, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, ready to take you on another mind-bending journey through the corridors of time. Today's discovery will absolutely blow your mind. We're descending into the deepest, darkest places on Earth, where ancient civilizations left behind treasures that have been buried for thousands of years. But here's the mystery that baffled archaeologists. What if the most incredible historical secrets aren't written in books or carved on temple walls, but hidden deep underground, waiting in complete darkness? Before we unveil these incredible treasures, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss the ancient mysteries we're about to reveal. Part 1. The Underground Vaults of History. The Ancient Code of Caves. Picture this scene with me. You're standing at the entrance of a cave over 10,000 years ago. The sun is setting and you're about to step into complete darkness. But you're not afraid, because this cave isn't just shelter. It's your temple, your art gallery, your sacred space, your connection to the divine. Here's what will amaze you. Caves aren't just accidents of nature. They're ancient vaults sealed by the earth itself, occasionally cracked open by human curiosity. For our ancestors, these underground chambers served as time capsules, preserving secrets with infinite patience. But the puzzling question is, what exactly did ancient peoples leave behind in these dark chambers? Pay attention to this incredible discovery. Inside caves around the world, archaeologists have found stone tools crafted by forgotten hands, bones of extinct animals that vanished thousands of years ago, fire pits where ancient humans once gathered for warmth and survival, and most mysteriously, symbols and artwork etched or painted on walls, hinting at beliefs and dreams far older than our written words. This is what makes your heart race. The people weren't just decorating walls, they were sending messages across time. Messages to us, their distant descendants, about who they were, what they believed, and how they understood the universe. Part 2. Verovkina Cave, where exploration meets tragedy. The deepest mystery on Earth. Now, let's travel to the remote Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, where nature has created something truly unimaginable. Hidden among rugged peaks lies a narrow opening in the rock, easy to miss, yet leading to the deepest known cave on our entire planet. This is Verovkina Cave, Ancient Seekers, and it plunges more than 7,200 feet into absolute darkness. To put this in perspective, that's deeper than any skyscraper is tall. Imagine stacking multiple Empire State Buildings on top of each other, and you'll begin to understand the incredible depth we're talking about. Here's what will blow your mind. Reaching the bottom of this natural wonder took explorers over 50 years and countless dangerous expeditions. And even after all that human effort, all that courage and determination, Verovkina still guards secrets that science cannot fully explain. The tragic discovery of August 2021. But now comes the part of our story that reminds us of the dangers hidden in Earth's depths. In August 2021, a team of experienced Russian explorers returned to Verovkina Cave for another descent. They were prepared, equipped, and ready for the usual challenges. Cold air that cuts through your bones, wet stone that makes every step treacherous, and the constant psychological pressure of being buried deep in the Earth's body. But at the entrance, Something was terribly wrong. A rope hung down into the darkness, fresh and untied, with no explanation. No other team was supposed to be there. No expedition had been scheduled. The rope seemed to appear from nowhere, beckoning them deeper into the abyss. As they descended, following this mysterious rope, unease began to grip their hearts. The rope kept going, further and further, guiding them into depths where few humans have ever ventured. Then, nearly 1,000 meters down, they found him. A lone body hung suspended from the same rope, swaying gently in the cold, still air like a terrible pendulum, marking eternal time. This was Sergey Kozyrev, a 37-year-old man who had vanished 9 months earlier. He had no documents to identify who he was, so a search organization had to be contacted to discover his identity. Here's the heartbreaking truth that every explorer must understand. Sergey had entered Verovkina alone. No team, no backup, no safety equipment, no rescue plan, no margin for error. Just the rope and a fatal miscalculation about his own abilities. Experts believe he became trapped in the darkness and slowly froze to death. Verovkina doesn't forgive mistakes, fellow explorers. It doesn't announce danger with warning signs or flashing lights. It simply waits, silent and patient, for those who think they're ready to face the dark but aren't truly prepared. This is the sobering lesson from the depths. Some treasures of history come with prices that are simply too high to pay. Part 3. Derinkuyu, the underground city that defied time. The discovery that changed everything. Now, let's shift our archaeological journey from natural caves to one of the most astonishing human-made underground structures ever discovered. Imagine this scene. It's 1963 in the Cappadocia region of Turkey. You're a regular person doing home renovations, perhaps planning to expand your basement or fix a wall. You knock down a section of stone, expecting to find nothing but rock and earth. Instead, you discover a tunnel, then a room, then another room, and another, and another. What this homeowner had stumbled upon was nothing less than one of the greatest archaeological finds in human history, the underground city of Derinkuyu. Pay attention to these incredible numbers. This wasn't just a shelter or a hidden bunker for a few families. It was a complete, full-fledged city carved deep into volcanic rock, stretching down over 280 feet through 18 separate levels. Let me paint the picture for you. Living quarters where families slept and dreamed. Kitchens where meals were prepared in total darkness. Chapels where prayers echoed through stone corridors. Stables where animals were kept safe from the surface world. Even schools where children learned and played entirely underground. This discovery will absolutely amaze you. Everything a society needed to survive, not just for days or weeks, but for months at a time, was built entirely beneath the Earth's surface. The engineering genius of ancient builders. But here's what makes archaeologists' jaws drop even today. How did ancient people, without modern tools or technology, create such an incredibly complex network? Consider these mind-blowing engineering achievements. Stone doors weighing nearly 1,000 pounds were designed with perfect precision to seal off passages and protect against invaders. These weren't simple barriers. They were sophisticated security systems that could be operated from inside, creating an impenetrable fortress beneath the earth. Air shafts descended through all 18 levels, bringing fresh oxygen to a place that should have been completely unlivable. Ancient engineers understood airflow and ventilation in ways that rival our modern systems. Water wells tapped into underground sources, providing life-sustaining liquid to thousands of people living in complete darkness. At its peak, Derinkuyu could hold around 20,000 people. 20,000 human beings, along with their families, their animals, and all their supplies, living completely hidden beneath the Earth's surface. It's like hiding an entire modern town underground. The mystery of its origins. But the puzzling question remains: who built this incredible structure and why? Historians believe the city was first carved by the Phrygians or Hittites, ancient civilizations that flourished over 3,000 years ago. Then it was expanded by early Christians fleeing persecution and invasion during the first centuries after Christ. Recent excavations have revealed something incredible. The level of planning and coordination required to build Derinkuyu suggests a sophisticated understanding of engineering, geology, and social organization that we're only now beginning to fully appreciate. But even today, many questions remain unanswered. What knowledge guided its precise design? How did ancient builders excavate millions of tons of rock without modern machinery? How did they plan ventilation systems that still work perfectly after thousands of years? Derinkuyu isn't just a marvel of ancient engineering, fellow time travelers. It's a powerful symbol of human survival, ingenuity and determination. It's a city born from fear and genius, buried for centuries beneath our feet, and still whispering stories through its cold stone walls about civilizations that refuse to surrender to overwhelming odds. Part 4. The Longyu Caves, China's Forgotten Monument. The discovery that left science speechless. Now let's travel to China for another mind-bending archaeological mystery that honestly challenges everything we think we know about ancient civilizations. In 1992, 4 farmers in Longyu County decided to drain a pond they had known since childhood. Maybe they wanted to catch fish more easily, or perhaps they were just curious about what lay beneath the murky water. What they uncovered left the entire archaeological world completely speechless. Beneath that ordinary pond lay a vast man-made cavern carved into solid sandstone with incredible precision. Then they found another cavern, and another, and another. Eventually, 24 massive chambers emerged from the earth, each one a testament to forgotten genius. The engineering mystery that baffles modern science. Here's what will blow your mind. These aren't natural caves. Every single one was carefully constructed by human hands, with symmetrical walls, high ceilings reaching up to 100 feet, and intricate chisel marks covering every surface like a hidden language waiting to be decoded. Pay attention to this staggering fact. The Longyu Caves are over 2,000 years old. That means they were built during the time of ancient Chinese dynasties, when emperors ruled vast territories and philosophers like Confucius shaped Eastern thought. But here's the mystery that has puzzled archaeologists for decades. No historical record mentions their construction. Not a single scroll, not one inscription, not even an oral legend passed down through generations. Just complete silence, as if these massive structures were deliberately erased from human memory. Let me help you understand the scale we're talking about. Each cave was dug entirely by hand, using primitive tools that would seem laughable by today's standards. The volume of stone removed from these chambers would fill an entire modern city block. Millions upon millions of tons of solid rock, carved away grain by grain, chisel mark by chisel mark. Theories that spark endless debate, But the puzzling question that keeps historians awake at night is, why were they built? Some scholars speculate they were ancient storehouses, perhaps for grain or precious goods, built on a scale that suggests a powerful and organized civilization. Others think they served as elaborate tombs for kings or nobles, underground palaces for the dead that rival anything found in Egypt or Mesopotamia. Still others propose they were temples or sacred spaces, where religious ceremonies took place in the eternal darkness, connecting worshippers to underworld deities. Now, the most intriguing theory suggests they were secret military bases, hidden command centers where ancient Chinese armies could gather, train, and launch surprise attacks without ever being detected by enemies. Here's what makes modern engineers shake their heads in amazement. The precision of the construction suggests a deep understanding of architecture and geology. Walls are angled perfectly to reduce the risk of collapse. Water channels are carved to prevent flooding. Support pillars are positioned with mathematical accuracy. And yet all of this incredible knowledge, all of this engineering genius, was somehow completely forgotten. No blueprints survived, no instruction manuals were passed down, no proud inscriptions declare who built these wonders or why. The Longyu caves remain one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in Chinese archaeology, ancient seekers. They stand as a monument to a civilization that left behind its magnificent structures but deliberately hid its story, creating a puzzle that spans 2 millennia and continues to challenge our understanding of the ancient world. Part 5. The Giant Crystal Cave, Nature's Impossible Cathedral. When Earth creates art beyond human imagination. Now, fellow explorers, let's journey to a place where nature itself becomes the master architect, creating treasures so spectacular they seem impossible. Beneath the mountains of Chihuahua, Mexico, lies a cavern so surreal, so breathtakingly beautiful, that it feels like stepping into a dream or a scene from the most imaginative science fiction movie ever created. Discovered by miners in the year 2000, the Giant Crystal Cave is filled with colossal beams of a mineral called selenite. Some of these crystals stretch over 36 feet long and weigh more than 50 tons. That's heavier than multiple elephants combined, and we're talking about individual crystals. Picture this with me. These shimmering, translucent crystals crisscross the chamber like frozen lightning bolts, like the pillars of an alien temple, like nature's own cathedral built over hundreds of thousands of years. Some formations look like roses building up from the floor, while others form massive columns and pillars, absolutely magnificent in their natural perfection. The ancient process of creation. Here's what will amaze you about how these incredible treasures formed. The cave sits nearly 1,000 feet underground, in a space that remained undisturbed for 500,000 years. Yes, you heard that correctly. 500,000 years of absolute stillness and patience. Hot, mineral-rich water, heated by nearby magma deep in Earth's belly, flowed steadily through this hidden space. The temperature remained constant. The chemical composition stayed perfect. And slowly, molecule by molecule, atom by